Jagex patched the AFK Prifdinus fishing spot, but there's another fishing spot that never moves. In the caves south of Dorgesh Khan, you can AFK fish for eels. The AFK interval lasts up to 5 minutes depending on your fishing level, and you can get XP rates of up to 45k per hour. To do this method, you need at least level 28 fishing, as well as full completion of the Death to the Dorgeshan quest. The fastest way there is using the AJQ ferry ring and then running north. It is a bait fishing spot, so you'll need a regular fishing rod and bait. With 28 fishing, you can only catch slimy eels, and once you reach level 38, you'll also start catching cave eels. The next very AFK skilling method is stealing from houses. After gathering house keys from pickpocketing the citizens around Varlamore, you can enter houses to thieve for experience. The AFK time while thieving is around 50 seconds, with a max XP rate of 105k XP per hour. While it's not the best method for high-level thievers, it's an excellent method for low-leveled players, providing decent AFK times and XP rates. You need to have completed the Children of the Sun quest to steal from houses, and it requires level 50 thieving. From houses, you commonly get jewelry, as well as blessed bone statuettes, which you can convert into blessed bone shards for prayer training. With Varlamore, we got a new mining training method, calcified rocks. To do this, you need to have started the Perilous Moons quest, and you need at least level 41 mining. They provide an AFK interval of around 70 seconds per rock, and it provides similar XP rates to the newly updated Motherlode mine. You get a maximum of 49k mining XP per hour, which is excellent for such an AFK method. From mining calcified rocks, you get blessed bone shards, used for prayer, and that could be considered a powerful method for low-level hardcore Iron Men to train their prayer. You can tick manipulate at this method too, and it almost doubles your XP rates with 3 ticking. Another AFK method introduced with Varlamore is making Irit tars. These were introduced as ammunition to be used in Tetsu salamanders. Making tars is the most AFK Herblore method in the game, and Irit tars are the highest level tar, requiring level 55 Herblore to make. So with that, you can get around 170k XP per hour making them, with AFK intervals lasting around 45 seconds. Irit tars are quite expensive though, costing over 150 mil for 99. The cheapest tars to train with are Taraman and Marantul, which are both 3 GP per XP. The most AFK agility training method in the game is player-owned house agility. This is done by getting the aggression of a Tsar Ranger, then auto-retaliating through a bunch of floor traps. You can see that when I fail a floor trap, I'm sent back to the start, but I maintain the aggression of the Ranger. This is very slow XP though, ranging from 1k to 12k XP per hour from levels 1 to 99. This method is more AFK at a lower level, where you're more likely to fail the traps, because at a higher level, you'll sometimes make it all the way through the traps and will no longer be training. When I got 99 runecrafting, I mined hundreds of thousands of Dayalt essence. Dayalt makes regular runecrafting more AFK. You can spend time AFK mining essence, then you use the essence for boosted experience. Your Dayalt can be used at places like Lava Runes or the Urania altar for over 100k runecrafting XP per hour. Mathematically, the XP rates are similar to using regular essence, except with Dayalt, you spend more time AFKing. The average AFK time mining Dayalt is 45 seconds, and as a bonus, you get 10k mining XP per hour. So if you're planning on training runecrafting with Dayalt, it's not a bad idea to mine Dayalt before you get 99 mining. Shooting stars are one of the most AFK skilling methods in the game, aside from the combat skills. You can AFK for 7 minutes per star tier, with up to 9 tiers, so a star can last up to 63 minutes before depleting, and you only have to click once every 7 minutes, so 8 or 9 clicks per hour. The XP rates at shooting stars are not great though, with a maximum of around 32k XP per hour at 99. Methods like calcified rocks or the recently updated Motherlode mine are faster experience, but they're still not as AFK as shooting stars. Once you reach level 90 woodcutting, you unlock a very AFK skilling method, redwoods. Redwoods have a despawn timer of 4 minutes and 24 seconds, although you can expect to AFK for around 5 minutes at a time, since the despawn timer only starts when you receive the first log, and it also depletes when you receive a log after the timer has finished. Redwoods give around 90k woodcutting XP per hour, which is a competitive rate when compared to the other woodcutting methods. The fastest woodcutting method in the game, 1.5 tick teaks, give up to 235k per hour, but they're 1,000 times more click intensive. Chopping magic trees can also be considered a very AFK skilling method, where they have a 3 minute and 54 second timer, so you could expect to AFK for at least 4.5 minutes with magic trees. But the XP rates are far lower than redwoods, and you should only really consider magics if you're below level 90 and you need the most AFK training method possible. The most AFK smithing method in the game is smithing items that use only 1 bar. Usually, the best thing to smith are dart tips for profit, and 1 inventory of dart tips will let you AFK for around 1.5 minutes. With rune dart tips, you can get 70k XP per hour, which isn't bad for such an AFK method, although with rune dart tips, you will lose money. All of the dart tips are profitable except for steel and rune, so avoid making those. Fishing Karambwans deserves a place in this video, especially because you can use the fish barrel to increase your AFK times. The fish barrel is a reward from Temporos, and it holds 28 raw fish, essentially doubling your inventory capacity. On average, you can expect to AFK for at least 3 minutes when fishing Karambwans, with a max XP rate of 44k per hour. The bait used to fish Karambwans, known as Karambwanji, are another very AFK fishing activity. The fishing spots do move, but they don't move very often, meaning you can usually AFK for at least 3 minutes at a time. Some players have reported up to 30 minutes of AFK where the spot didn't move. This method is not great for fishing XP. It only gives 6k per hour, but it is required to fish Karambwans. The final AFK method is Zaya Runecrafting, specifically the mining segment. While you're collecting essence, you can AFK for a few minutes at a time, but sometimes only a few seconds at a time if the essence rock depletes quickly. Overall, this is the most AFK runecrafting method in the game. However, I would argue that mining Dayalt and doing the Urania altar have a similar AFK time. Anyways, that was 13 very AFK skilling methods. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to my second channel for more old school content. Thanks for watching.